Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
The public sector pay cap was the subject of some fierce exchanges in the House of Commons today. Theresa May suggested she won't back the lifting of the current 1% limit on wages. Labour accused the Prime Minister of recklessly exploiting the goodwill of teachers, nurses and other public sector workers.
We need to balance the need to be fair to public sector workers, to protect jobs in the public sector and to be fair to those who pay for it.
Instead of offering platitudes, offer some real help and real support for those in work, young people who deserve better and deserve to be given more optimism rather than greater inequality.
So the argument is over what the country can afford. Well, there are some new figures out today. According to the Office for National Statistics, UK productivity has dropped back to below what it was before the financial crash. Essentially, productivity is a measure of how much wealth is created by every worker in Britain. Let's talk to our economics editor, Kamal Ahmed. Kamal, firstly, what do you make of these figures, and then how do they feed into this argument about pay?
Absolutely, George. Well, first off, they're disappointing. Productivity has fallen for the first 3 months of the year, and that puts the UK again at a disadvantage to our main competitors. Productivity is far better in America, in Germany and in France. Let's look at a stark illustration of that productivity problem that we face. If we look at the amount of value that workers produce, for the amount of time it takes a UK worker to produce £1 in value from their work, a German worker produces £1.36. That just shows the German economy is far more efficient. There's much more business investment in making their businesses operate better. Now, productivity is really important because if we have good productivity figures, that tends to feed through to good wages. Now, if we look at the wages history in the UK, we know that people are struggling. If we look at wage growth from February to April 2017, just 1.7%. That's in stark contrast to that figure there, 2.8% for the last 16 years before that. So wage growth is being depressed by this productivity problem. And of course, if you have poor productivity, that's bad for economic growth, that's bad for tax receipts for the government, and that means the government has less income to spend on those public services they were arguing about in Westminster today.
Kamal, thank you very much.
I've been getting